Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So many requests for passing mark questions. So frankly speaking, VTU or any university doesn't work like that. Okay, so we cannot say that these questions are 100% sure that is going to come in your those are going to come in your exams. The reason is very simple. See, I was also, I was not I am. I was also 2 years board of examiner. Okay, so where all these examination things are involved, question paper from question paper setting to and other stuff and all. Okay, in VTU. So actually the process is totally different what the students have got as their in my imagination. It's not like the one particular person is making question paper and that is coming for exam. No. So there will be 4 or 5 sets of question paper will be sent from the VTU. So where different faculties will get all over the Karnataka. So they will have to set the question paper and that question paper will reach to the VTU, and then later, so in the final, the just maybe few minutes before of your exam, they will pick any one question paper. Okay, and then they will send it to everyone, that to online, through online they will do. Okay, particular VTU websites. So the question only principal and with the external exam only they can only print it just 30 minutes before of the exam. This is exactly how the VTU works. Not only VTU, any quality university works. Okay, so here in order to maintain the best quality, so the VTU is also adopting this particular technology and it's pretty much good. Okay, I appreciate that in about conducting of exams which is being done in Vishweshwara Technological University, Belgaum. So a wonderful thing. So we cannot simply say that study only 10 questions and we will get we will clear in this subject, or we cannot just say that these are some of the important questions. Okay, if you study you will 100% you will get 80 marks, 70 marks. No, nobody should not make that kind of statements, and there should not be kind of say important questions which are going to come for 100%. No. So in this video, as it says, important questions as requested by students, VTU students, I am posting this video. So here in this particular video I will give you particular topics or questions which we have discussed about around 5 modules, 5 different videos I had made for model question paper and answers. Along with that, notes also I had shared, and a few of you have joined my group and followed the instruction which I have given and got your notes for your studying purposes. See, it's very simple. Since I have not yet published those works, I cannot make it as public. So make sure you are keeping it as a confidential. Share with among your friends, study, and then you forget it or you delete it. Do not share it to the further. Okay, so that is one humble request. And next thing, coming back to your requests. So passing marks, what you call it as passing marks. For that, few topics I can give you. Few questions I can tell you, but I cannot assure you these questions 100% are going to come. Okay, what I am giving you is out of 20 questions I am giving you around 5 or 8 questions from per module, or 8 or 10 questions per module, and I am asking you to go through those topics, because out of so many topics they have to ask some of the topics, right? So based on that I am giving you the since you guys have requested so much, I'm giving you a little bit insightful journey on these particular topics and the questions. But make sure that you have to study at least 3 modules completely. At least study out of these my questions, 5 this thing, at least first 3 modules you completely study all the questions, and then next 4th or 5th you go for whatever I just give you as important questions. This is for safer side I'm talking about. This is one method. Second method, whatever I am highlighting here as important questions requested by you guys, but I'm not saying that these are going to come 100% in exam. Chances are high. Okay, based on that I'm giving. So later don't come and blame me, sir, you have given these questions that are not at come, we have failed. No, please do not blame that like that. Since there was no idea of putting an important question paper video here in my channel. It was just because of your requests. So most of us, most of you guys have texted in just in comment sessions only, or some of you have texted me personally after joining the group. So I respect your the request. So I am giving you this video. In this video I am just telling you these are some of the questions you can expect, okay, in exams, okay, but don't 100% believe on it. If you really want to clear in this subject, study 2 modules properly, minimum 2 modules, all my questions, okay. I'm 100% sure 2 modules you study, and rest 3 modules you study whatever I am suggesting as a highlight. So definitely you are going to pass, okay, there is no doubt about it. 100% I am giving you. Okay, what is the key? 2 questions, 2 modules, completely all the questions, whatever I am giving the questions, you completely study those, and rest 3 modules you study only the highlighted questions which I am going to give today. Okay, I am going to give highlighted questions for in all 5 modules, but what I am suggesting is at least 2 modules you study all the topics, okay, whichever the module you find it as easy. Okay, for example, the second module might be a little bit big, whereas the 5th module might be a little bit small, or 4th module might be a little bit small, whereas 3rd module is again big, like that. So it depends on you and what topic interests you. So depending on that you take your call. Okay, so do not just rely on these highlighted questions for passing. Okay, they might give, this is my opinion, that they should be giving these topics because these are important topics that every engineer should be knowing, because the basic idea of introducing this biology for engineer subject is to understand there is a scope of engineering in biology, and also vice versa, there is a scope of biology in engineering. Based on these things, many topics are there. Out of those things, what are the current topics of interest, what are the current research and development is going on, based on that I am giving you these questions. It's not like simply in Hava. Okay, so remember 2 modules completely all questions you have to study, and 3 modules highlighted questions you study, you are going to pass 100%. Okay, that is the secret key of those who wants to just clear the subject. Those who want to score, you rely on all these 5 modules questions whatever I am given. I am 100% sure you are going to score more than 70 or 75 out of 100. I am talking minimum. Okay, see, this is like giving almost 75 marks like that. So with around hardly 50 questions. Okay, so that's okay then. Best wishes for your exams. I will start with this video. Let's see. So welcome to SR Academy, Professor Sharif's YouTube channel, Biology for Engineers model question paper. We have discussed the same material I am using here. So out of which in module 1 they should be asking about carbohydrates and its applications or its classifications. Why? Because the carbohydrates we daily life we use, and if we eat biscuit also carbohydrates are there, and anything. Okay, so I am thinking at least this should be there in your question paper. Okay, and it doesn't mean that don't study other questions. If you want to clear, okay, 2 modules completely, it should be studying all the questions you study, then 3 modules ka highlighted you go. Okay, next questions. What I feel is DNA fingerprinting is one of the most widely used technique that is in forensic applications. So that I'm hoping that will be there in our question paper. And then write a short note on meat analogs of proteins and proteins from the plants. Okay, or define proteins. Okay, explain any 2 engineered proteins. Both are same. Okay, if you study that, this is also same. Okay, I can just unhighlight this. It's just the way that they can ask. Okay, if they ask you like define protein and explain 2 types of any engineered protein, then you might be in confusion. What you have to write is this only: define protein, explain about meat analogs of proteins or proteins from plants. Okay, there are 4 types of different proteins I have explained. Whey protein. Okay, those things you can explain. Okay, so how many questions over now? 1, 2, 3. in the module 1. The fourth question can be the RNA and DNA. Write a note on about RNA and DNA, vaccines, and mention applications. Why I have chosen this topic is recently we have been hit with a pandemic. So RNA vaccines has saved our life. Almost more than 50% of the people got saved by vaccines. So that is also very important. So they should be asking this question. That is my prediction. And next we are having, how about enzymes? Okay, so we can talk about enzymes and enumerate its engineering applications. And also you can, so those are how many? Total 5 questions, right? You can add one more question here because PHA and PLA as bioplastic, this you can add 6 questions, and lipid as, this is also very important, 7 questions. So out of how many? 19, 16 questions. I am giving you 7 questions. Go and study these questions, okay, and make sure that out of 5 top modules, I am repeatedly saying it, 2 modules you should completely study, all the modules, all the questions you study. Along with that, these questions you see. So choosing which module to study, that is up to you, because it's on the topics. Some of you might be interested in the basic biology. For them, this first module is very important, very useful. Carbohydrates, we have DNA, protein, all those things, because first module is easy according to me. So go through these 16 questions, those who are relying out of 2 modules as first this module, okay. Next, so 7 questions I have given from first module. Next, module 2. And module 2 I have chosen a bit out of 35 in the sense, there were 16, 16 in the sense, yeah, almost 16 plus the 3, 19 questions are there. Out of 19 questions, I am picking the most probable question might be the compare of both CP and brain, because that's very important, and robotic arms for prosthetics, okay, current technology. Next, explain about bionic eye. Fourth question will be architecture of rods and cone cells, because it's an amazing concept which has been introduced. I am expecting these 4 questions. And then along with that, ECG, it's a very small and very unique topic where heart related issues also is mentioned in that. Go through my notes. If you don't have notes, or if you are not not comfortable with the PPTs, come to WhatsApp group, join, follow my instructions, get the notes, okay. And if you are thinking that the getting extra notes is only just by subscribing only one person like you, that is not good, because you already subscribed, means in the sense you are getting my videos to you, you are understanding, you are benefiting from my videos. Then that's why you are asking here, that's why you are here. So it's always should be give and take. So please join the group, do the following steps, the things whatever I am going to tell you, and based on that you give, okay. So how many questions? 4. This is the 5th ECG. 6th question should be the designs of stents of heart, because most widely used in surgeries and all, we use stents in heart. So that is very important. So how many questions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 questions again from this. But along with this, we are having one more question here. How heart act as a pump system? Explain it. This can be 10 marks question. So total 7 questions again. So 7 questions from module 1, 7 questions from module 2. But along with that, you have to concentrate on these 2 topics also. Here, see, in the module 3, what are the 3 topics? We have brain, we have heart, we have eye, camera, right? So along with that, pacemaker didn't I do? Sorry, pacemaker should be there. Okay. So total 8 questions you consider, okay. So these 3 questions are there, no? Eye as camera, heart as a pump system, brain as CPU. So these are nothing but combination of all these questions only. Understanding? That means combinations of all the subtopics. So if you study whatever the 6, 7 questions, 8 questions I have given here, 7 questions. So these questions are common. Okay, yeah, this I'll keep because heart as pump system should be there. That is my favorite. For 10 marks you can expect that. Okay, so out of that, what to study, because of a heart as this thing, there are a lot of 5 to 6 subtopics are there. You explain about what exactly heart functions, and you mention all the 5 subtopics, explain any 1 or 2. Okay, so that I have told you. If you have not understood, go back to my question paper bank, which is separate playlist which I've given, and I'm adding this video also in the same playlist. Go through that and go through those five videos. Okay, so how many questions in module 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions, whereas this question is common actually. Heart as pump, camera as eye as camera, brain as CPUs. These are the common questions they can ask for you, like they can ask you for 10 marks. Okay, so same thing goes for all the modules, whatever the major topics are there, no? So they can ask for 10 marks. So then you will be stuck what to study, what to write, because a lot of topics are there. And how to write the answer for 10 marks, I have explained it in a model question paper videos. Go through those videos, you will understand. Next, so that was about total 15 questions from the module 2 modules. Next, module 3, there are a lot of questions, maybe around 27 questions are here, whereas lung, kidney, muscular, skeletal, 4 topics are there. Those 4 topics will be the common questions. So those will be covering all the important or unimportant questions also. So you should be knowing all these topics, that means brain, lung, kidney, skeletal. These 4 things, something you should be knowing, so that you can write it for 10 marks. That you should make sure, because those are the major topics. Okay, see, there are many questions here because there are 22, right? 27 questions. Out of 27 questions, I guess I have given maximum 10. So COPD I'm expecting, abnormal lung. Next, need sketch heart lung machine I'm expecting. With a need sketch, architecture of kidney I'm expecting, and types of dialysis system I'm expecting, and muscular system as scaffold I'm expecting with 2 case studies, and mechanism of muscular system that can be scaffold, regenerative medicine with a need sketch, again muscular ka I'm expecting that. The muscular dystrophy, which is very challenging task for the bioengineering or engineering aspect, so I've introduced that. Then we are having the define osteoporosis and enumerate bioengineering a solution for osteoporosis, because this is a common problem in every human being when they age around 60 plus. So I have included that. So along with that, as I told you, these highlighted last 3 questions, they are very important. You just have to go through them, because that means if you study all these 10, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 questions. If you study 10 questions, you can write for those following 4 questions also. This means the same topic. These 4 topics, no, they are nothing but the major topics. Under these small topics are there, understanding? So how to explain for 10 marks if they are asking like these things, like 10 marks if they ask, that I have explained to you in the model and this thing, module wise model questions paper. In the playlist it is there, go and see it. Okay, again I can't explain here because video is going to be very long, and it may be a problem for those who are using my channel repeated, like for repeated viewers it will be a problem, like they might take it as irritated. Okay, and that was about 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 10. So how much total? 7 plus 8, 15. Here 10, 25 questions for 3 modules. Next we are having the module 4. Module 4, echolocation I'm picking, ultrasonography picking, photosynthesis picking, light independent I am picking it. Okay, so here out of these 2, any one question might come. Out of these 2, any one question might come, like that it is. Okay, so total 4 questions, and bionic life 5th, and building crafts, bird flying 6th, lotus effect 7th, super hydrophobicity 8th, again it's a combination of under lotus effects only it comes. Okay, next, how many questions? 8. Yes, 8 questions. Then we are having 3 more questions, that is bullet train, not 3, I guess 2, and human blood substitutes. I am expecting this question to be 10 marks. I'm expecting, hopefully they should be asking this question, because it's a very wonderful topic and very recent, what do you say, the concept. So we are having total 10 questions from module 4. So 7 plus 8 plus 10 plus 10. So total 20, 20 plus 15. Total how much? 35 questions now. So next, module 5. In module 5 we are having around 18 questions. So 18 questions, you go for bioprinting techniques. 1, need sketch with bioprinting techniques in detail. 2, 3D printing of bone. 3, and 3D printing of skin and foods. I am not much interested. Hopefully they might ask electrical tongue and nose in food science, because here it is coming the same thing. So how many questions? 1, 2, 3 plus 4, 5. DNA origami, wonderful topic. Biocomputing, again amazing concept. 4 plus 3, 7. And briefly explain artificial intelligence for disease diagnosis. 8. Artificial intelligence is a very booming field, and describe about bioremediation and biomining via microbial surface adsorption. It's very good for sustainability. So I've chosen these topics as of my favorite topics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. So 9 questions. Let's make it as 1 more questions, so that, yes, for civil engineers will use this. So 10. Almost I have cut down to the 40% of the questions bank. Okay, so module 1, have given 7. Module 2, around 8 questions. Module 3, I've given 10. Module 4, I've given 10 again. Module 5, 10 again, right? So see here, let's see how out of how much questions I've given. That is very important. See, module A, it is out of 18. Okay, this is, I'm giving you why, you will get an idea which model to choose for complete explanation. And module 3 is 4 is 17 questions. I guess module 5 everyone has to study, because it's very 17 questions. Module 5 is interesting, because we are having 3D printing technology and all. So hopefully everyone should study that. Module 3, let's see, I can suggest you after this. So 27 questions in module 3. So you know which one to, those who are planning for only just pass, for them I'm just suggesting. So module 3 would be very long for them. So next we are having module 2. This is 25. 25 we need to minus with the 16. 35. 35 minus 16. Okay, that will be around 16 plus 3, 19 questions. Okay, and very first module we are having around 16. Okay, so how many questions I've given so far? We have 67. Module 1, 7 questions out of 16, that is less than half. Module 2, again less than half, 8 questions I've given. Module 3, 10, less than half, less than 30% I've given. Next, in module 4 we are having almost less half. Next, module 5, half. So these questions you can be enough for you to pass these particular exams. This I am saying, okay, as my point of view. But if you are not so lucky, what if you are not so lucky? So during those kind of situations, what I say, you choose out of 5 modules, choose any one module as 2 modules which you have to study all the questions. So what I would like to suggest is go for module 1, which is basic one, and module 5, which is interesting, very interesting, because we are having like 3D printing techniques, all 3D printing techniques, and bioprinting techniques and materials introduction here. Here materials you will give, and bioprinting technique you study. Once you study the first 3 topics, rest all topics are similar. I will tell you why. Because the 3D printing mechanism is same. You take make this thing and you seed the cells and start building the structures. Okay, same thing goes for ear, same thing goes for bone, only the cells will change. Okay, so study this for the module 5, which is very good according to me, and module 1. So those who find little bit difficulty in module 1 or module 5, they can go for echolocation. Yes, they can go for module 2. Module 2 is actually good, but a lot of topics. As for you guys, I guess if you are interested in lungs, heart and kidney, so I will suggest photosynthesis, that is module 4. So those who are interested, so if you are not interested in 1 or 2, okay, module 1 or 5 model, then go for module 4. So what you have to do, 2 modules, complete question bank, refer, conclusion I will put, okay, refer 2 modules, complete question bank. That means 16, these are the 16, 19, 27, whatever it is given, complete question bank. Okay, plus the important questions given. Key to clear biology for engineers subject. Okay, so here it is. So what are the keys? First thing, you have to refer any 2 modules. Okay, refer any 2 modules, complete question bank. That means whatever the questions are given here. Okay, so I am suggesting module 1 or 5, or module 1 or 4, or module 4 or 5. It depends on you what you want to stay, but I suggest do not skip module 1. Okay, and module 5 is also very much interesting and very good module, and everybody can understand it, and topics are same. Okay, so I suggest you to go through the model question paper of my 5 videos, which are very important, because along with the notes I have explained there, along with that the question paper. Okay, the whatever the questions I have highlighted here. Okay, so first thing, any 2 modules completely you study. Second thing, all the highlighted questions. Okay, imagine now I am going to write an exam. So what I will study blindly first module, complete all the set questions, 16 questions I will study. Then I will go for the module 5. I will study all the 15 questions. How many? 18 questions in this module. I will study all these things. Okay, so as a person, me as a person who wants to just clear the subject, I am giving an example, not me. Okay, so first module and fifth module I have studied, so I am not worried about the first and third, fifth module now. So I am worried about module 2, module 3 and module 4. So what I will do, module 3 ka how many questions are there? So module 3 ka 10 questions, module 4 ka 10 questions, module 3 ka 10 questions, module 2 ka 8 questions. So total 28 questions I have to study. So that definitely will bring you minimum, not just passing marks, the minimum definitely 50 to 60 marks you are going to get. Minimum I'm talking about. Maximum it may take you to 80 marks also, and if you are very lucky, whatever the highlighted questions comes, you will definitely score 100 out of 100. So 2 modules compulsorily everyone has to study. Don't be so lazy. Okay, I have given you the maximum thing what you can do, I have given. Okay, so that's it. See you then. All the best for your exams, and only 4 or 5 topics are remaining in the module 3. Those things I will little bit busy. Once I become free, I will upload those videos also. Okay, so I hope everyone has got this secret keys to clear the biology for engineer subjects. Okay, these are very important. This thing you can take a screenshot and keep and follow that. Okay, so that's it. All the best for your exams. Do well. Okay.